morning. So, today's card is a 14, Sagittarius, lessons learned, hopefully not to have to learn. It's about balance, patience. The Hunter, Diana, Artemis, the Archer of old. It's study, it's universities, etc. The song is La Vida Loca. Living the Vida Loca, should I say, which is living the crazy life, a crazy life, which we're all living at the minute. It's be funny if it wasn't so bad. If you wrote it, nobody'd believe it. So, living La Vida Loca. 14th of September 2025. Pluto, the unknown, third house of communications, Gemini, and Sagittarius, the Archer again. Well done, Spirit. So let's see. Connected to this card are those who are born on that date, living at that number, a date for your diary, whatever it is. Could be a table number, a bus number. Look for that number, 14 today. We'll see if it's good or bad. The name's Tony, Philip, Doris, Terry. Could be important to that number, 14. And then iris also, or the flowers iris, could be important, especially the purple or yellow ones. It could be learning the craft. There it is. So it is negative. We have lessons to learn, I'm afraid. We're going to be put through it. And I know you're all thinking, I can't, not again. But we all have our lessons to learn. And if we don't learn them the first time, they'll bring them back around until we do. So impatience, imbalance, especially with Sagittarius, Scorpio and Leo. Pisces have left the building. That is the Pisces gallows. So they're not sacrificing themselves anymore. They're not going to be victims. That leaves Sagittarius, Scorpio and Leo feeling an imbalance because there's nobody there to victimize anymore. Narcissist energy. Somebody who is all about what's in it for them. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past, because maybe these are the people that know they were wrong but can't admit it because it would make them feel small. But this is where we draw the line in the sand. We can't do this anymore. You have to do the right thing now. 7 years is mentioned. intentionally or unintentionally, what you have done has brought you to this point. You reap what you sow. So now, rather than chop the apple tree down because you aren't getting what you wanted, we feed the roots, we prune away the branches that no longer serve you, and we carry on. We don't give up. There he is, the Pisces energy. He has been the victim, the martyr, somebody that was hung out to dry so others could be happy. As long as it's not me, that's how it goes. People never seem to be affected until something touches their lives. Otherwise, they just turn away and let others be the victim. Like bullying. So Pisces in Neptune, somebody here does not want their world turned upside down. Number 12. The serpent there, so this year. The number 4 could be important, but feet and toes are the number 12, definitely. Home and family life is being drained, sucked dry. There is somebody who's not in charge of their emotions. Somebody that is self-medicating, perhaps, with drink and drugs or any other vice. There's issues with the liver, perhaps, because of it. And there's the Twin Towers, that unfortunately got slightly pushed to the side because of Charlie's senseless passing. Number 18. Those towers are coming down on both sides. So it doesn't matter which side of the fence you're on here, we're all going to feel this destruction. An eclipse. I haven't got my moon diary. I will get one next year. I've got to have one because it's ridiculous. But the moon diary would be very important. Somebody is a seer. They see now glimpses of the future, of how it will be. And no one will win this because both towers are destroyed. You can't straddle a fence. You have to pick a side. You have to believe and know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And when you do, miracles will happen. Communication, 3rd house, Gemini, hands, arms, shoulders, siblings, children, school days. Someone entering your life that is able to use the tools at their disposal to make miracles. The magician. The masks are off. We are seeing people clearly. We are thinking more clearly. We have the passion flower. We have the rose. We have the honeysuckle. We also have the name Doris again. 1 and 28. We have Martin. We have Paul. So 14, 12 is negative. 18, 1 and 28, positive. This is someone that wears many hats or is many things to many people. Medical people, possibly. But also those that work with blades, disc, cups or wood. It is time to listen to your ancestors. This is the grandparents. The name Walter and Millie could be important. It is about turning your back on the material world and following your true path. The serpent there again, twice. So there may be a person born in the year of the snake as well as this being the year of the snake. Twins, perhaps, because we've got Gemini there. 9 or 27. So the 27th and the 28th of this month could be important. The 1st and the 9th. But this is the Buddha card. This is the one that gives me the quote at the top of my pages. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, because Spirit will send somebody in spirit or the flesh to walk beside you so you do not stumble and fall. They are holding their lantern to light your way. But you are going to have to go within and see if you have done the right thing in the past, or if you have become the narcissist energy where no one is entitled to think differently, feel differently, speak differently to you, to dominate, no longer wanting to be the victim, prepared to turn their world upside down, to follow a better path, a new path. Yeah, it is becoming too much of a heavy burden to carry. This burden may not have been yours to begin with. 10 days. Healing from heartache, sorrow, loss that caused by this narcissist. Insanity, an unclear mind, codependency, whichever of this it is. You have to learn to stand on your own 2 feet, to be self-sufficient within or without a situation. We have to let go, stop holding on to whatever this is that is not serving you, because the more you put effort into trying to keep it going, the worse it will get. The name Alice could be important. Let go of greed, let go of stubbornness, let go of control. And then your enemies will be overcome, including if you are your own worst enemy. Gemini coming in fast there. Again, 3rd house, communication. We may have lost the battle, but we have not lost the war. There will be no success in this situation. Something is coming to an end that may well have been happy at one time. 10 months. It may precede a holiday, a rejection within the year. You are growing through pain. Mother energy, Taurus, Venus, 3 and 30. Greg, Elaine, Tasha, Josh, Abigail. All could be relevant. Pregnancy, external to this situation, there is growth, abundance, agriculture and happiness. But you won't find it here. So number 3 is definitely important, and the number 30, positive energy. Well done, Spirit. Crazy life. Yeah, you need to have the moral high ground, so those in glass houses should not throw stones. Unless you're squeaky clean, you have no right to say anything. We are rising as a collective to a higher state of being. And those that bind themselves to the material will fall to hell. And those that bind themselves to the spiritual, that doesn't mean you don't have a job or you don't do anything. It means that you are trying to do good. This is those that are narcissists. They don't care as long as they're okay. So Joshua is very important. We've had it twice. The phoenix, so there's born of the year, the rooster, and the number 20, massively important. The Judgment of Solomon. Go and look it up. I have told you the story before, but I do it now. Because we have got a gentleman here who you will feel the wrath of. He is a violent man. If this is not just a person in general, it could be a Libra of any gender, somebody who doesn't sit on the fence, and they are willing to do violence to make people bend to their will. The narcissist. He is confused mind or even insane. Doctors, priests, lawyers give him bad advice. There is one spark here of enjoyment, of an engagement, something coming, not an engagement as in an engagement ring, an appointment, a meet-up with friends, a socialising, a celebration. May the 1st is important, but the nouns and the past, present and future all bleeding into one. You need to stand on your own 2 feet. We've got that twice. 9 years, independence. July the 4th could be important, but you have to be independent. Find a new team, because the Spirit are giving you the green light of go. There is a doorway here to a better life. A new business perhaps that will profit within a year. And then this opportunity either comes again or a new one arrives, which you must take that opportunity with both hands. Because something out of the blue in the next 8 days to astonish you, and not in a good way, some action taken, will close that door if you don't. So we've got it 3 times. The Ace of Pentacles, a new doorway. Someone is not, that's the Ace of Wands. Someone is not taking action. The fire has been put out. The passion has gone. So, 3rd house then. It is about schools, hands, arms, shoulders. There he is. Gemini energy. The colour yellow. Communication, siblings, short journeys, learning, immediate environment, neighbours and manner of speech. The 3rd house is about siblings. Maybe the child who shines in the family. Whereas the moon suggests sibling empathy, and we have got the moon there. So empathy with a sibling who acts as a surrogate parent. Saturn also points to a sibling who acts like a substitute parent, keeping discipline in the family, or a sibling who is carrying or who becomes a burden. There you go. Siblings may be a burden, or you are carrying all the burden for yours. This is also possibly about a chatty, talkative, companionable sibling. And Venus suggests a deep love between siblings. Pluto may indicate a sibling who holds power, and which we've got Pluto, and so a powerful sibling that's becoming a burden, the narcissist, or more than one sibling in some cases, perhaps 3. Pluto, the unknown in Sagittarius. It's not unknown in Sagittarius. Pluto in Sagittarius, humanity's idealism is intensifying. However unworkable, ideologies and old ways of being need to be confronted and transformed. These ideologies are not good. Well, I could have told you that. Tiwaz. So he sacrificed his right hand to the wolf, Capricorn, the devil. And Tiwaz is 17. Binding agreements that should not have been made. The god of war and contracts. 17. So you are bound by vows, laws, contracts that you made, possibly under duress, selling your soul to the devil when maybe you didn't want to, or maybe you did if you're the narcissist. Maybe you at the time thought that it was a good thing to do, and now you're realising actually not. It is also what we had yesterday, the 11th house, your true north node, which is your true life purpose, which is the Hermit. Follow your true path. The letter T. It's the guiding star, number 17. Keeps faith with princes. It is ever on course over the mists of night and never fails. Tyr is one-handed among the gods, and maybe that is a left-hander, actually. It's the oak and the hazel. So the oak is Taurus, which we've got there with the mother energy. And the compass needle should point always north. It's the god of war and justice, first mentioned by Tacitus, who claimed that Tiwaz was the king of the Germanic gods, so Germany. Odin, Wednesday, humbler form of the god Tyr. Tuesday, His most famous story involves a monstrous wolf called Fenris, who had grown so large that he threatened to devour the whole universe. Something has got too big and is taken from others. The gods tried to bind this monster with ropes, but he broke them easily with a shrug. So the dwarf's craftsman made enchanted ribbons that were as fine as a woman's hair, and swore that this alone would be strong enough to fetter the beast. However, the beast was not stupid. He scented the magic and refused to allow them to bind him. Then brave Tyr stepped forward and offered to place his right hand, so the martyr, in the mouth of the monster, as a guarantee that all would be well. To the relief of the gods, the bindings held and Fenris was imprisoned. Now the monster took his revenge by biting off Tyr's extended hand, which was nobly sacrificed for the good of all. And nothing or no one should be sacrificed as far as I'm concerned. This is selfishness, narcissistic, dishonourable actions, and turning their back on others, on responsibilities. Women should not trust their men so readily, because in this position the rune denotes a shallow relationship, and this is where some of you will become single, because it's come to a point where you cannot ignore this anymore. They are selfish, unforgiving people. Number 7, the dandelion. So Leo energy. Dandelions give you all that you need, but this is in reverse. So you are getting nothing that you need from this situation. Jupiter and the sun. Abundance, money, material things, and illumination. The sun in the tarot is 19. Dandelions hold a special childhood magic, so children and childhood again, making wishes on the puffball seeds, but they hide powerful medicine and magic found in this humble yet kingly flower. So kings, presidents, those in power. Now for the French, Dente de Lion, or lion's tooth. So the bite of the lion, and France. These yellow flowers are medicated for the liver. There you go, the liver problems again. Because they're considered a Jupiterian herb, as all liver tonics are. Jupiter herbs as well as solar herbs with the solar lion imagery are for health and wealth, prosperity and success. There's no success here. The deep taproot of the dandelion, where a lot of power is, helps us ground our dreams into reality and manifest our goals. The tenacious nature growing even in concrete teaches us how to never give up. Now what did I say? Don't give up. Don't matter how much they put you down, never give up. It's burned in incense or brewed with rising steam and can help summon spirits. So somebody may be learning the craft of mediumship, but it's never easy because they put you through some terrible trials. The essence of dandelion is release all that prevents us from being joyfully and successful. Particularly any angers or grudges, we must now draw a line in the sand and let go of the past. We hold on to that harm us. As a liver herb, the spirit of dandelion helps us release emotional poisons. There we are. The poisonous people who drain our emotions and relax into a true self. There we go, following your true path, becoming your true self. The hermit, leaving all behind. When we are too tense to embody who we really are on a soul level. The solar qualities conjuring the magic of the astrological sign of Leo help us shine, allowing us to reclaim our playful child self and be who we were meant to be before these people hurt us. The flying nature of the seeds helps us dream and fly about, reaching new lands and having new adventures that we didn't think would ever be possible. You are holding on to anger or poison, yeah? And it's poisoning you from the inside. Out of stubbornness. A need to purge. The message is, what is preventing you from moving forward and shining? What toxicity are you holding on to internally, and why? It's time you learn to release, let go. And there's a snail. Number 41. No, or 39. We'll have a look. It's the snail and the huckleberry. Trust the invisible spirit. Trust in spirit. They will never lead you wrong. So that's 40. So that should be 49. Five, 46, 47, 48, 49. Oh no, that's horse and the bluebell. XL. There it is. 41. So that took too much time. I'm